How's it going, everyone? This is Abe's Card Collection back with another Through the Mail Tuesday video. This week we were fortunate enough to get 10 returns. This one looks like it got chewed through and it was getting sorted. Hopefully that's didn't hurt anything. But I say we jump right into it. Our first one is not a surprise. It is Mr. Dick Hoke, former Pittsburgh Steelers great. Spent a number of years with the organization, all the way from the 1960s to 2006, I believe. And it was a part of 5 of their Super Bowl runs. Look how good that it looks. Nice Philadelphia rookie card. I was lucky enough to find this at a card show for, I think, $1. So, when he started his career out at Penn State, ended up being drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers, of course, in 1961. He then spent his entire career from 1961 to 2006 in the organization, winning 5 Super Bowls, as we said. Was elected to the 1968 Pro Bowl, and as their running back coach, I believe from 71 on to 2006, he coached multiple Hall of Famers such as Franco Harris and Jerome Bettis. He is a Steeler for life, and this looks fantastic. Look at that great blue ink. I will check out the spreadsheet as always, but I believe this came back in just 5 days. So he is a super quick return as well. Thank you, Mr. Dick Hoke. Now let's go over to Nova, down to the East Coast. About a 4-hour drive from Pittsburgh. We have John Jefferson. Left a rookie card in there. So we got 2 of his rookie cards signed. Let's take a look. There's one there, another there, and then Super Action. Not in action, Super Action, which I think might also be a rookie card. Yeah, 1981. We have 3 1981 tops here. How cool is that, guys? I lied. These are 79. So this is his 3rd year, and these are his two rookie years. Really, really cool return from Mr. John Jefferson, who was a 4-time Pro Bowler, led the NFL in receiving yards in 1980. He also led the NFL in touchdowns twice, 78 and 1980. It's a pretty impressive start to his career. He, of course, was a first-round pick out of Arizona State in 1978 and made the College Football Hall of Fame. So this was another quick return. Just 5 days. And I'm really happy I only had these 3 cards of him, and I felt kind of bad sending duplicate rookie cards to him to sign, but really appreciative of him doing that. So thank you, Mr. John Jefferson. Again, just 5 days. That's a really quick return. Let's go down to Tampa, Florida. St. Petersburg, Florida. Got St. Petersburg and Tampa mixed up together. Call it St. Petersburg. And we got Antonio Brown. Look at that. Very, very small signature, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Didn't sign this one and didn't sign that one. So it looks like he's a 1 per, but I still got Antonio Brown back. That's pretty incredible. And I'm really happy he signed the Topps Chrome card. I love these Topps Chrome cards. You have to prep them, but they always turn out fantastic. He, of course, plays for the Buccaneers now. He won a Super Bowl with them last year. Never able to win with the Steelers, unfortunately. He was a 6th-round draft pick in 2010 out of Central Michigan. Fun fact, his freshman year, at Central Michigan, him and a tight end combined for over 1,000 receiving yards as true freshmen. That tight end was J.J. Watt, now of the Arizona Cardinals, formerly of the Houston Texans. He transferred to Wisconsin after, I think, a year there, and they moved into defensive line. I think that turned out pretty good for J.J. Watt. Anyways, this is Antonio Brown. I mean, he made the All-Decade team for 2010, so I feel like he will make the Hall of Fame. Some people say his off-the-field antics might prevent that, but he still is a 7-time Pro Bowler. He's led the NFL in receptions, receiving yards, touchdowns. I mean, he, from, I think, 2012 to 2017, which is absolutely unstoppable. So, this came back in just 19 days. So, Looks like he is only a one-pourer, and he kind of just does a little bit of a scribble. I've gotten him in person a few times at autograph shows, and he gives you a much more bigger signature than this, but that is awesome. Thank you, Mr. Antonio Brown. I am shocked he signs through the mail, and really appreciative of that, because not too many current players do. So let's go to Nashville, Tennessee next, and this is super flimsy. No hard card. There is a card in there, but only one. Let's see what we got. David Akers. Wow, that's pretty cool. Throwback from the past. Mr. David Akers, he made over 380 field goals in his career. He was a 6-time Pro Bowl selection, made the NFL All-Decades team for the 2000s, spent pretty much majority of his career with the Eagles, finished things out with the 49ers and the Lions. He was, in addition to being that 6-time Pro Bowler, he was a two-time first-team All-Pro. So very, very impressive career. Also thought it was cool that he won the Golden Toe Award in 2011. I didn't even know that was an award, guys, but it must be impressive that David Akers won it. This card came back via his home in 16 days. Really, really cool return. And I see a trend going on. We've been hitting a lot of football lately, and it's continuing. So, thank you, Mr. David Akers. Really cool, too. He's a left-handed kicker. I don't know why I always thought that was cool, but I did. Miami, Florida. Going back to Florida. No hard card here either. Oh, this is cool. Trevor Rogers. He might actually win Rookie of the Year this year. Cynthia Bowman. These are 2018. A Bowman and a Bowman Chrome version. He just got called up this year to the Marlins. He was their first round pick. I want to say in 2017 he was 13th overall. And he didn't really do much the first few seasons he was in the minors. And this past year, he started doing well. I mean, last year minor league season was wiped out, so you can't fault him too much. But they kind of call him up, and he started performing really, really well. Big, tall, left-handed pitcher. And he just continued that through the season, and people really do think he probably will win the National League Rookie of the Year award. And he's been out quite a bit of time. This came back in 73 days. He did personalize it, which is pretty cool. Really happy how this Bowman Chrome turned out. So, great, great, great return. Marlins, I mean, they're terrible at, I shouldn't say per usual because they have won a couple World Series, but they have a really good young pitching staff, and he is going to be one of the leaders on it. So thank you, Mr. Trevor Rogers. Broke our football streak with a baseball prospect. And we're going to stay down in Florida. We're going to be in Miami, and this one's very thick. It got chewed up in the rollers. I think I'm going to have to cut through the top here just to make sure we don't destroy anything. It's tape 2, so I hope that's a good sign. I hope the cards are signed. Whenever I see a letter in there, I get a little worried. Looks like it's my letter of request. Pull that over here, and we will pull out a 1956 Camilo Pascual. He's got a great autograph. Look at that. And then we had a 58 Topps. Those look great. Shout out to Haas of Cards. I know he's getting a lot of these 58 Topps cards. And it looks like he just said, best of luck, and signed my letter of request. That is great. He is a fantastic signature. So that's really kind of 3 for 3. Let me pull that out for you guys. Really cool. Thank you, Mr. Pascual. If you guys don't know him, he was highly overlooked in the 1950s and 1960s because there were so many other good pitchers in the league then. I mean, Bob Gibson, Sandy Koufax, John Drysdale, Juan Marichal. He was another guy that was overlooked. But he was a 7-time All-Star, led the AL in strikeouts 3 times. He's in the Minnesota Twins Hall of Fame and a member of the Cuban Baseball Hall of Fame. He had over 2,000 strikeouts, 174 wins, and had a career ERA of 3.63. Really incredible. He spent the majority of his career with the Washington Senators, then moved up with them to Minnesota. be part of the Twins, and then back with the Washington Senators later on. So these cards came back in just 13 days. I've been covering that up the whole time. It looks like his signature. I apologize for that. 56 looks fantastic. They both look fantastic. I just really like how this is a horizontal card and he is able to sign straight across. But he does come with a $10 signature fee per card. So I sent him these two cards and $20, and I'm really happy I did that. And as much as I like Antonio Brown, I have to put Camilo Pascual up here, front and center. That looks fantastic. Thank you, sir, for your autographs. Let's go to Parts Unknown. No hard card. Wow, this is a good one, too. 1, 2. All three of them are signed. Bible verses and all. Mike Matheny, manager of the Royals, former manager of the Cardinals, and former big league catcher. He's playing with the Cardinals for all these years, or for a handful of years there, winning Gold Gloves. And then some guy by the name of Yadier Molina came up and took his job from him. But then, of course, Mr. Mike Matheny would go on to manage Yadier Molina after his playing days. He is the current coach of the Kansas City Royals, and that is where I sent these cards all the way back in July. So let's see, these took 84 days to come back to me. Really appreciative of him signing them. He took the Cardinals to the playoffs many years. I think he's going to do well with the Royals. I think they're going to, I don't know, I got to feature this 2004 Topps here. But I do think he has a bright future with the Royals. They are an up-and-coming team to an extent. They have a lot of good young pitching. Salvador Perez, fantastic catcher. I mean, I don't think it's a surprise he had his best year with Mike Matheny as his manager. So thank you, Mr. Mike Matheny. Looks like he's getting things signed now that it's after the season. That is fantastic. Let's go over to stack these up appropriately. North Texas, Texas, Dallas, Texas. And I actually didn't screw it up that time. And unsigned rookie card. But we do have a signed one. That's really cool, these Future Stars. I've sent a handful of these Future Star cards out, and I've been wanting to get one signed. They just look fantastic. 2019 Topps Chrome. But this is Isaiah Heiner Falefa. I hope I said that correct. He is a super utility player for the Rangers. He actually won a Gold Glove last year at shortstop, I believe. So he did well enough for them to move on from Elvis Andrus. And excuse me, I'm checking out my spreadsheet here because I had no idea this one was coming back. I sent this a very long time ago. He must be catching up in his mail as well as Mike Matheny. So this one might take me a few seconds, but I think he has a fantastic future. I don't know if you guys just heard, my computer is not happy with me. It's saying I didn't send to him, but I know I did. So please bear with me. We're not finding him. I know I sent this back off in July though, so this took about another 80 days. For some reason I don't have it in my spreadsheet right now. But he has a really bright future. I love the Future Stars card here too. I'm glad I was finally able to get one signed, and I'm glad the prep actually worked on it. So it looks like he is a 1 per. I might send out to him next year this rookie card. But that looks fantastic. I'm glad he picked this card to sign. And I hope he has a long, bright career. I know he's already won a Gold Glove. He did really well this year. So that first year he was kind of bouncing around everywhere and has kind of found his home at shortstop. But thank you, sir. Great sign. We have 2 more left, guys. Las Vegas, Nevada. 2 more left in my rambling will be over for the week. Let's see here. We have a hard card, and we have, this is fantastic, Tom Mack, All-Pro, 1974 Topps. Oh, I sent him 3. Tom Mack, 71. His rookie card, 1970. I got super lucky. I found this rookie card for like $2.50 in a value box. And that's awesome. Tom Mack went to Michigan, was the 2nd overall pick in the 1966 96 draft. Oh, please don't quote me on that one, guys. He was a 11-time Pro Bowler. That's fantastic. As you see here, he was in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, as well as, I don't believe he made the College Football Hall of Fame, but he did make the University of Michigan Athletic Hall of Fame. So very, very, very impressive career. These came back in just 11 days. Thank you, Mr. Tom Mack. I mean, this rookie card. I like the, here you go, 70 and 71, no mustache, and 74, full-on stash. Hair flown and everything. That's great. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Tom Mack. I'm actually going to have to bump somebody from the top. Trevor Rogers, we're going to put you down here. Got a couple current guys today. I bumped them all to the bottom, but we got one football current player and two baseball, and then current manager. So, looks like season's over for baseball. Returns might start coming back. Last one's from Baltimore, Maryland. And we got another vintage football return. Tom Maddie. How about that 71 Topps card? And then a 73 Topps card. He spent all of his time with the Colts, minus his last year with the Chargers, as you see here. He still wrote Colts 41 on it, on both of them, so kind of a cool one there. He, of course, was a 2-time Pro Bowler, won an NFL championship with the Colts in 1968, and won a Super Bowl with them, too. It's a pretty impressive career. He was drafted in the first round out of Ohio State University, 7th pick overall in 1961. And led the NFL in rushing touchdowns in 1969. Thank you, Mr. Tom Maddie. These came back in 13 days. Very cool. So that's it, guys. 10 returns. We had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 football. Football wins out this week, and then we had 4 baseball. But it's a tough week. I really love this Tom Mack rookie card. I really love this Dick Hoke rookie card. And I really love these Camilo Pasquale cards. But I think I got to go with Dick Hoke. I mean, the blue ink on that rookie card of his, Philadelphia 66 card, looks fantastic. So thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this rendition of Through the Mail Tuesday. I hope all your mailboxes are full as well. And I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week. Thanks again for watching. Bye.